Here we go. Top messages. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Pro Kettlebell Workouts YouTube channel. We are 13 weeks out from the All-American Kettlebell Open. I've got my good friend Nora up here on the platform, and she's training for the All-American Kettlebell Open. She's going to do snatch only, and her goal is to do a 16 kilo 10-minute snatch. And I thought it would be a great idea to take everybody through the training process, the snatch training process. So today is like, it's week 0. It's this is kind of just like a practice week. We're trying to dial in the live stream where you know, we've got a snatch workout plan today, but the official program is going to start on Tuesday, and we will start this stream at, what's realistic? We'll start the stream at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
That's right.
Next week, okay?
You're gonna hold us to it.
Yeah, that's gonna be it. So, and we will do that Tuesday and Friday. It'll be live. So you can watch it not live if you don't want, you know, if it doesn't work with your schedule. But the cool thing about live is you can shoot us some comments or whatever, and hopefully we will be able to answer on the spot. But you can still write your comments in if you're not watching it live, and I'll get to it when I get to it. So before we start any kettlebell workout, or any type of workout, it's super important to warm up. Nora has 3 kettlebells here. She has a 4 kilo, an 8 kilo, and a 12 kilo, and then she has a 2 kilo chip. So actually that gives her 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 14 kilo, okay? We're breaking this program up into 2 sections. There's gonna be 2 6-week sections, so it's gonna be 2 6-week cycles, okay? And like I said, this is week 0, so it's kind of like a bonus. This is the bonus workout right here. Let's see here. So before we get started, like I said, we gotta warm it up. So take your light kettlebell. If you're gonna follow along with this, take your light kettlebell. We're gonna start with a little slingshot. That's where you're gonna wrap the kettlebell around your waist. So Nora, show us how it's done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, so we're going 30 seconds one direction, 30 seconds the other direction. The idea behind the slingshot is just to, you know, you're getting your body warmed up, you're getting comfortable with the shape and the weight of the kettlebell. You're wrapping it around your waist, you're getting your shoulders nice and warmed up, your legs are moving a little bit to help counterbalance the kettlebell weight with your own body weight. We're gonna switch directions in 3, 2, and 1. Other direction, please. Good job. So we got 30 seconds this direction, and then we're gonna be going into figure 8s next. That's where you're gonna take a nice wide stance. You're gonna sit down into an athletic stance. You're gonna pass that kettlebell from front to back between your legs, high between your legs, keeping your lumbar flat and your shoulders square. You gotta have a bend in your knees too. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice wide stance, hips back, lumbar flat. You're passing that kettlebell between the wickets, okay? Like a John Stockton basketball move here. Yeah. Dating myself with the John Stockton.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Utah Jazz. One of the Utah Jazz back in the day. In about 5 seconds, we're gonna reverse direction.
Whoop.
Good job. So you're going the reverse direction, and then we're gonna go ahead and go into knee circles. So in 15 seconds, you're gonna grab your kettlebell by the horns. You'll bring your ankles, knees, hips together, okay? Nice narrow stance. You'll sit down like you're sitting in a chair, rest your forearms on your quads, and you're gonna go knee circles, 15 seconds one way, and then 15 seconds the other way. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good job. I'll tell you when to switch directions. I'm stepping off over here. I gotta adjust the camera a little bit, Nora. This good thing we're doing this test drive.
Yeah.
Because I need to get, go ahead, switch directions if you haven't already.
Got it.
get that camera in focus, or the timer in focus.
No problem.
Gotcha.
All right.
All right. Go ahead, drop that kettlebell. Nice wide stance, hands overhead. Right hand to the left toe, left hand to the right toe for standing folding star. Because that's what you are.
That's right.
Yes. You guys are so excited to watch me play with that camera. Good job. All right. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go hip swings. You're going to post up on one leg, and then you're going to swing that free leg freely like you're kicking a soccer ball, or better yet, you're kicking some bad habits. Got any bad habits we need to know about, Nora?
Me?
Yeah, you.
No. I live a Puritan's life.
That's right. You're like Amish. You're practically Amish.
I'm practically Amish.
Other side, please. Good job. So we got 30 seconds on this leg, and then we're going to take a nice wide stance. And it's helpful if you lace your fingers behind your head, and then we're going to do some hip circles.
Yeah.
Like Ravishing Rick Rude.
Bonus points for the creepiest face.
Yeah, bonus points for creepy face. For sure. 3, 2, 1. Give me your nastiest, filthiest, ravishing Rick Rude. There you go.
I cannot.
This works better if you have a mustache.
You can't see mine today. Just bleached.
That's right. That's Nair.
Am I switching? No.
Nair to go bear. I'll tell you when to, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, switch directions.
Whoop.
Good job. In about 15 seconds, we're going to finish with some squat jacks, okay?
Cool.
You're going to start with your feet together. You're going to jump, land with your feet apart. You'll touch down in the middle. Feet together, feet apart, touch down in the middle with the other hand. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Boom. Feet together, feet apart, touch down in the middle. Feet together, feet apart, touch down in the middle with the other hand. Hips back, lumbar flat, getting the heart rate up, okay? Goody, goody gumdrops. Give me 10 more seconds, Nora.
Oh,
Give me 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Okay, so I realize a lot of people have never done a workout like this, so I'm going to do my best to explain what we're doing. So the section number 1, I like to break these workouts into sections. The warm-up was one section. Section 1 is another section. Section 1 is called Kettlebell ABC. If you've never snatched before, this could potentially teach you how to snatch. So there's 30 seconds for A, there's 30 seconds for A and B, and then there's 30 seconds for ABC. Well, what's A? A is going to be a high swing with the float. Nora, can you demonstrate a high swing with the float? So you're going to want to swing that kettlebell nice and high with a float. And then this one, Nora, you're going to want to turn so that the handle is kind of straight up and straight down.
Like this?
Or, yeah, you can have a little bit of a tilt so that the top handle kind of turns inward at a 45. Okay, but mostly straight up and straight down, because that's going to be the ideal position for you to insert your hand. And that brings it, so you're going to do that for 30 seconds. All right, and then the A plus B, well, B is the hand insertion. So you're going to, the next 30 seconds is going to do A plus B. So you'll be doing a hand insertion drill is what I call it. So it's a high swing. You'll insert your hand quickly until you get that full 3 points of contact, that nice deep Olympic grip. All right. Once you feel like you've got that deep insertion, you're going to drop it back into your finger hooks again, and then just repeat the process. And what I'd like you to do is practice inserting low, medium, and high. So no matter where you are in space, like you always can, like you could close your eyes and you could always get perfect hand insertion. All right. And you want that hand insertion to happen as the kettlebell is on its way up. If you insert your hand as the kettlebell is on its way up, you never feel impact and you don't get those, bumps and bruises, all right? The perfect hand insertion is a 45-degree angle through the handle. You have 3 points of contact. The first point of contact is the center of the handle to the heel of the palm. It can cheat off towards the pinky side, okay, because you got that big fat pad right there. And then the horn, that part of the handle that connects to the bell or the base, should be touching the ulna, which is that bone that travels along the pinky side. And then the third point of contact is the bell or the base that rests on the back of the forearm. If you have one of our cool kettlebells, your arm sits right in that contour, okay? And it spreads that load out and makes it feel nice and secure. So we're gonna do 30 seconds of the high swing with the float, 30 seconds of the high swing with the hand insertion, and then 30 seconds of full on snatch. It's A, B, C together. And you want to finish that snatch with the weight stacked over your shoulder. We just go ahead and, yeah, we turn to the side. So the weight should finish directly over your center mass, which will be over your shoulder, and the arm should be nice and tight to your cheek, okay? Yeah, you don't have to cheat your cheek over to your arm, but just try to keep it nice and close. You don't want it way outside your frame. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start the timer here. We're gonna start with the high swing with the float in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can start with whatever arm you want. Nora's starting with her right arm here. Yeah, try to get a little higher there, Nora. Let's go to, let's say your forehead is 10 o'clock, okay? Let's get it up to at least 10 o'clock here.
Got it.
10, 11 o'clock, all right? Straight up, your arm being straight up would be like 12 o'clock, okay? So, 11 o'clock is pretty close. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going into the hand insertion. So right into the hand insertion, okay? Should be using your lightest bell for this one. Yep. So we're doing low, medium, high. The deeper the hand insertion, the faster the hand insertion, the more secure, the better feeling the snatch, okay? Snatch means to grab something eagerly, okay? So you can't snatch slow. If you do it slow, it's gonna come around, it's gonna bite you, it's gonna hit you hard. 3, 2, 1, now we're doing the full-on snatch. A, B, C, okay? A, B, C. A is the perfect swing, B is the perfect hand insertion, C is the guiding of the bell into the lockout resting position, to fixation. C is fixation. Let's just say that, okay? Notice how the free arm is free. The free arm travels on the outside of the body as though it's part of the kettlebell, all right? You can actually pump that free arm to help generate a little bit of extra power. 3, 2, 1, go ahead, switch hands. And now we're high swinging it. High swing that baby. Oh yeah, good job. Nice work. 15 more seconds. And then we'll go into the hand insertion drill, or B. B, the perfect hand insertion. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Perfect hand insertion. Good job. Low, medium, high. Good.
So you're kind of going 10, 11.
Yes.
12?
Yeah, or 9, 10, 11,
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Now, ABC, okay? Full fixation. And on this full fixation, Nord, see if you can get your elbow nice and straight at the top fixation, and turn that elbow towards me, all right? Towards the camera. There you go. It doesn't have to be fully forward, but like about at least a 45. What that does, that puts tension on the tricep and the lat and keeps the arm in kettlebell from going behind your head.
Yeah, I can feel that.
Yeah. It requires a little special mobility. It kind of have to build up to it. And time. Okay, you get to take a little break. Yeah, it takes a little practice to kind of build up that flexibility and the strength in your rotator to turn it, but it's a game changer because you waste a lot of effort and people get injured when that arm comes way behind their head. And if that weight comes behind your head, it's behind your center of mass. And then what do you have to do? You have to use you know, very weak muscles to try to get it past that point and bring it back forward. Okay, so section 1's complete. Section number 2. This is our main course. Okay, we had the warm up was like our little aperitivo, a little you know.
A little
Aperitivo if you're in Bologna, okay? Now and then the section 1 was kind of like our first course. Well, section 2 is like our main course, all right? This is our snatch ladder, okay? So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna go 1 minute on, 1 minute off times 5 sets on the left, and then 1 minute on, 1 minute on, 1 minute off times 5 sets on the right, okay? So it's 10 total sets. You'll do all one arm and then all the other. Now I said left because Nora's right-handed. We want her to start with her non-dominant side for this cycle and then finish with her dominant side. That way when she's tired, she can at least fall back on the dexterity of her more dexterous hand, all right? But if you're left-handed, you should start on your right side, all right? So we have, for us, we're going 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 kilo, and then we'll switch hands and do it all over again. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 kilos. So we are blessed. We have pro kettlebells here. We've got a 4, an 8, and a 12, and we have 1 2 kilo chip. So we'll be able to just add that 2 kilo chip, and we've got those in between weights. If you don't have that, just do the best you can. You can double up on weights or use the closest approximation. All right, and this program can be easily modified. Like if you're working your way up to 16, then you could do, I'm gonna do this in reverse, but you would have 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, right? It's easy. Or if you had 24, you'd go 24, 22, 20, 18, 16, all right? Ideally, you've got a little assortment of bells here. All right, so I got the clock set for 1 minute of hard work. If you need to chalk your hands, do it quickly because we're getting ready to roll. Nora, are you ready?
I was born ready.
All right, here we go.
Oh.
Starting first minute on the left side in 5,
Left side.
4, 3, 2, and 1. We are snatching. Good job. I think next week I'll get out my counter for you. That way we'll have a live rep count too.
Yeah.
We'll be able to see how many reps you're doing. But I know, just from experience, 20 reps a minute, it's kind of like, that's the bar, okay? We want to be snatching pretty close to 20 reps a minute, give or take, 2 or 3 reps, all right? You start getting slower than like say 17 reps and then you're holding it overhead for quite a while and it almost changes the exercise. It becomes less fluid, less cyclical, okay? And it almost becomes almost like a hang snatch where it has to drop really hard and then you have to use a lot of, hips and glutes to get it back up, all right? You want this for a nice, efficient, fluid snatch. 3, 2, 1, time. Okay, go ahead, get ready. We're adding our chip here. But for a nice fluid snatch, an efficient snatch where you're getting a lot of repetitions in, you should really be utilizing that pendulum swing, okay? You should have a nice high back swing, should be pumping your legs, should be coming up nice and easy on the front and, quick hand insertion. And then as soon as you get fixation, you should be dropping that kettlebell. And as you drop that kettlebell, you're moving in direct opposition to the kettlebell, all right? And your body weight helps you do a lot of this work. All right, we've got 15 seconds until set number 2 on the left side, and that is with 6 kilo. Starting in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Here we go. Now, if you're snatching on your left side, I like to have a slightly staggered stance. So the left foot is this just in front of the right, almost like a boxer stance, maybe not quite so pronounced. And what that does is that allows you to shift your body weight further and more effortlessly. And a snatch, it's like a metronome. You should really be shifting that body weight. A lot of the work from the snatch actually comes from the feet, okay? The feet and the legs. If you're snatching with your arm, then your back is taking a lot of that load, your grip is getting torn up, and your arms are getting really tired. Your arms, you know, I know it looks like these are the strongest muscles on my body, but your arms are actually not the strongest muscles in your body. You really want to be using your legs and your body weight. 3, 2, 1, and time. I think of this snatch like a trebuchet. Yes, that's right, a trebuchet, the medieval siege weapon. Look it up if you want, where you've got that long lever arm connected to a rope, and that rope holds the projectile, and then at the other end there's that counterbalance. Well, think of your butt in your lower half as the counterbalance, and then your arm, well, your body and your arm are the lever, all right? And then the kettlebell is the projectile.
There you go.
And you're throwing that projectile into that overhead locked out position. Am I nerdy enough for you?
Right? Kettlebells and history.
I hide the nerdiness behind these good looks, but I'm a geek at heart. Here we go. 8 kilo in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's get it, get it, get it. Nice. Now, because we are, you know, early on in this, I'm gonna be yakking at you a little bit to keep that arm straight in the lockout. Okay, there you go. Now is the time when the weights are light to be focused on keeping that arm nice and straight in the lockout, because it only, you know, it should look the best with the light weights, and then of course the form will deteriorate as we get heavier and the sets get longer. Straight arm, good. For those of you who can't hear the breathing, we're using anatomical match breathing. That's where you exhale on the compression and then you inhale on the expansion. You really, if you just focus on the exhales, the inhales come naturally because that's a reflex that your body does when it needs air. 3, 2, 1, rest ski. Okay, we're going from 8 kilo on up to 10 kilo. There we go. Yeah, I almost think we need to just take that strap off, eh?
I don't know. I like
Good job.
More cowbell.
More cowbell. All right, 10 kilo snatch set coming up in 35 seconds. Yeah, grab a sip if you need it. Now, if you're looking for like more detailed instructions on the snatch, you can go to Pro Kettlebell Workouts, and you can see all like our tutorials. I've got long-winded tutorials that like really go into the nuance of all the snatch and the swing and all that other stuff. All right, here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go.
Right.
On like Donkey Kong. Here we go. Good job. Now for you guys who are new, you know, the snatch in competition, they are looking for a couple of things. They're looking for, like, number one, they're looking for fixation of the kettlebell overhead, all right, with a straight, they're looking for control, a straight elbow. The kettlebell should be over the center of mass. They're looking for straight knees, okay, and they're looking for both heels to be down. Now you'll notice, like, the heel can come up for a moment when you're throwing that kettlebell overhead, but then when you lock it out overhead, you got to get that heel down for fixation. I say that because I know when people tend to go fast, sometimes they miss that heel down portion. 3, 2, and 1. And you don't want to miss, you don't want the judge, you don't want the judge telling you to, you know, give you a miscount, all right? You want to get credit for every single repetition.
You want to see those reps keep climbing.
That's right. Want to see those reps climb. So we've got 35 seconds, and then that was just your 10 kilo set. And we're at our top set next, okay? This is our fifth set, final set on your left arm if you start on your left, okay? This is 12 kilo. This is your spiciest set, all right?
Best set yet.
Mm-hmm. We're starting here in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's get it, get it, get it. Good. Nice straight arm and lockout. There we go. Good. Because if that judge sees too much bend in that elbow, they might give you one of these no counts or whatever. You don't want to deal with that. Good job. Thirty more seconds. Oops. What happened there? I missed it.
Went a little too far back.
15 more seconds. Free arm is free. Always be breathing. When in doubt, breathe out. You're always exhaling on the compression. Okay, so there should be an out and time. Good. Time.
Woo!
All right, you've got a minute of rest. We're going to do the same thing, just on the other hand, okay? There should be a compression at least on the drop when you catch that kettlebell, all right, in the weight-bearing phase, and then at least in the overhead lockout. Now, some people like to add an extra breath in the bottom, and they like to add an extra breath or two in the top, but at the very minimum, you need to have a breath when you catch the kettlebell and it goes between your legs, and you need a breath out when you catch the kettlebell in the overhead lockout, okay?
Okay.
We've got 20 seconds, and we're starting over 4 kilo on the right side here. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Good, nice straight arm. Getting a lot of sun in my shot here, but oh well. I'll fix that for next time.
Just shining too bright.
Yeah, it's actually my halo. 30 seconds. One thing that's good to focus on that backswing is to really let the kettlebell finish its arc in the backswing. A lot of people get so anxious to get that kettlebell going back forward, they don't let it get as high as it can go into the backswing, and they lose a lot of that energy that could be stored up time. That could be stored up in the backswing. They bring the kettlebell forward too soon, which is hard on the grip. They tear up their hands, okay? Their grip fatigues early. It's hard on the back, okay? Because you're forcing the kettlebell when it's not ready to go. And they just don't get the best result that they could normally get. Okay?
Plus you can rest when it's back there, right?
Yeah, it's like a mini rest when you get to rest basically in two places. When the bell's floating on the way up on the backswing, and then when it's floating on the way up on the upswing.
Yeah.
And if your lockout's really good, I guess you can rest in the lockout, but
haven't figured that one out.
when you get with really heavy weights, it's really hard to rest in that lockout. All right, we've got 10 more seconds, and then we're going into that 6 kilo set.
All right.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Oh yeah. Good job. 35 more seconds. Perfect. 15 more seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. All right. Boom. All right. 6 kilo set is done. We got the 8 kilo set coming up. This will be set what? 3 of 5.
Yep.
Okay. What questions do y'all have for us? Hit me in the comments and I will try my best to answer. Okay. 15 seconds. Set number 3 of 5 on the right side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Good job. Straight arm, good fixation overhead. Shifting your body weight from the front foot to the back foot. Keeping that bell high between the legs. Good arm body contact. We've got 20 more seconds to go. Good job. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. Okay, now we're bumping it up to 10 kilos. We're adding that 2 kilo chip. Make sure you get that chip secured in there real good.
All right.
Okay, 4th set of 5. 4 out of 5 coming up in 35 seconds. Nora's putting a little new iron USA made chalk on those hands.
I was gonna ask, this is great chalk.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's lab grade. It's not stepped on.
I could tell.
Yeah, it's not stepped on like that Chinese junk. Nope. Pure. No, actually, if you weigh the chalk compared to the other stuff, ours is like 2/3 heavier.
Interesting.
Yeah, same size block, and ours is like it's 3 times heavier. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go.
Woo! Let's go.
It's also 3 times as much money, but
Hey,
you know what you're getting.
lasts 3 times as long.
Would you rather,
Doesn't make your hands dry either, which I really like.
Yeah.
As a lady, you know?
I don't know what other stuff they put in that other chalk that you get.
Baby laxatives.
The other chalk has fentanyl. Don't use other chalk. It's got fentanyl in it.
You get flagged for misinformation here.
It's like crushed up drywall. You ever get bad chalk and it's like gritty and it doesn't stick to anything?
Your hands hurt.
It's like John Wayne chalk. Gritty, don't take no shit. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Time.
Woo! Let's go, team.
All right, final set coming up. We got 12 kilo here. Top set, best set, okay?
Best set yet.
Nobody remembers the first 9 minutes of a set. They only remember the final minute anyway, so make sure you're giving your best effort in your final minute, okay? We don't set the kettlebell down here early. I know, we've all done it once, but we try not to do it.
Just once.
Yeah. There we go. That's a good angle right there.
All right.
Get that sun out of there. All right. 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's get it, get it, get it. Good job. Apparently there's 2 people watching.
Hi, guys.
Yeah. Hi, guys.
Thanks for being here.
I wish I knew who they were. Kettlebell aficionados, probably. 25 more seconds. If you're just joining us, we're doing these live streams in preparation for the All-American Kettlebell Open in Atlantic City, New Jersey at the Mr. America Fitness and Nutrition Expo and bodybuilding competition. 3, 2, 1, and time. Yes. All right. So ladder is complete. We've completed our ladder, which is awesome. We've got one final section. I always save the best for last, so we like to finish with something. Hey, Wildfire Alchemist says, solid snatch work, people. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate you. We appreciate you, Wildfire Alchemist. So we're going to finish with something a little bit fun, but also a little spicy to get your heart rate even further up. We're going to do what I call a race to 0. So you're going to do 10 two-handed swings with your 12 kilo.
Oh.
Come on, girl.
I know,
Come on, girl. So you do 10 two-hand swings. Show them what a two-hand swing looks like. I know they all know what it is, but you hike it back. You're going to swing it up to chest height, okay? 9 o'clock. Yep.
Woo.
10 of those. And then you're going to do 10 body weight squats here, okay? Deep, okay? I want those hips parallel with those knees. If you want extra credit, you could do this with a kettlebell, like as a goblet squat or something like that, or you could do a jump squat. All right, I'll leave that up to you. But the first round is 10 and 10. The second round is 9 and 9. Second round is 8 and 8. It's a race to 0. So hopefully you get to 0 repetitions. If by chance you do get to 0 repetitions, I want you to start from 0 and work your way back up. That way you can kind of track your progress, right? Like, oh, this week I only made it to 2 reps. The next week, you're going to make it to 1 rep. And then the next week, you're going to make it to 0. And then you're going to start working your way back up. Okay, does that make sense?
Makes sense to me.
Okay, so it takes 4 minutes to get to 0, typically. So we've set the clock for 4 minutes, our last 4 minutes of hard work. Get your kettlebell ready, because you're not going to be stopping once you get started. All right, here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. 4 minutes to win it. Great work. So I got my good friend Nora over here. She's doing the 10-minute race to 0. We're using 12 kilo, so it's 10 two-hand swings, 10 body weight squats, and then each round we deduct a repetition. Okay, so it goes 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, and so on, working our way down to 0 repetitions within 4 minutes. If we get to 0 early, which we might, then we're going to start working our way back up the ladder there. Okay. You can do this with push-ups instead of squats too. Sometimes I like to do that. I did not do that to you today, Nora.
Thanks. I'm a squat gal.
Yeah, yeah. 1 minute is down, okay? Snatch requires more leg strength anyways if you're doing it right. Although you do need to have some good lockout strength. You need some good overhead fixation. So your delts and your triceps should be pretty strong. And when we start our program officially next week, we will be adding a little bit of assistance work for your overhead lockout. For good overhead lockout, you need good delts, good triceps. You need also good overhead mobility. People don't even think about, but it's helpful.
All right, we're on 7. Where you at, team?
Ooh, Nora's got, she's down to 7 reps. Okay, great. And we've got about 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Great job. You're gonna be ready for a little snack after this, I think.
Absolutely.
Outstanding work. Let's go, champ. We got just about 90 seconds remaining. You know, I'm not sponsored by these guys, but we're using GymNext timers. They've got a cool little app that's free to download. Let's see if I can show it to you. Whoop. That's their app that I'm using, and right now I'm controlling 2 different timers. The one that you can see on, you know, above Nora's head, and then there's another one in front that Nora can actually see. And so it's cool. So I got 3 timers to look at here. I got the one on my phone, the one above Nora, and then the one on the floor in front of Nora. And I don't even know. I think you can control like 10 of them or more. And so if you're a gym owner, it's pretty cool. If you're running classes, you can have as many things as you need, you know, placed strategically throughout the gym. And you can be running Tabatas, you know, rounds, AMRAPs, what, you know, anything you want to do. EMOMs. They're infinitely customizable, and you can save them, and so you can go back to them later and use the same. You know, you can I programmed this whole workout on one little timer, and I haven't had to adjust any settings or do anything. Once I do it once, and it's there forever. 3,
1 for luck.
2, 1. Good job. Good job. Good job.
Woo! We did it.
Okay, you got to 0?
I got to 0.
And then you worked your way back up?
Yeah.
To 2?
To 1.
To 1. Okay.
Yeah.
So good job. Nora got all the way to 0 and then worked her way back up to 1. So that's what we're shooting to beat next week. Okay. So hopefully we got our baseline down. We're going to start officially next week on Tuesday. What time do we say we'd start shooting at? 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right. Now, if you're not able to make it live, I do recommend you make it live because, you know, it kind of gives you a time. But if you can't make it live, it'll be, we'll save it on YouTube and you can watch it when you watch it. But if you're going to be doing this program, set a time and a day to do it consistently throughout, all right? Because your body loves consistency.
Right.
And just set a calendar and just make sure you do it at the same time each week, all right? So we'll be doing Tuesdays and Fridays. You could do Wednesdays and Saturdays, or you could do Thursdays and Sundays, or some sort of combination thereof, but you want a couple days rest in between each of these workouts. Nora's gonna be supplementing this workout with 2 days of half marathon training. So she's 2 days of running, which is great cardio, great supplement to a snatch program. If she was not doing that, I would have her, she would be doing 2 days of our pro kettlebell workouts, which are like 30-minute workouts typically. And it's basically a lot of hustle with a little muscle. You know what I'm saying? Little hustle and muscle. And they're super fun. You get cardio, conditioning, mobility. Clever banter, all in one. Those are all on our app. There's some free ones if you want to check it out. And then otherwise it costs, you know, $25 million per month, you know, in perpetuity for the rest of your life. All right, but it's totally worth it. All right, But anyways, thanks. Good job. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. We love you.
Love ya. Drink
All right.
water and stretch.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks,
Bye,
Nora.
team.
Bye. I'll fix that sun issue for next week.
Okay.